Hello students, welcome to the next lecture of the double and triple integral evaluation. In this lecture we will understand how we can evaluate double and triple integral and the order of the integration. So as we can see, the double integral basically is integrating any function twice, once with a variable x and then with the variable y. So there are two methods of integrating double integral. In the first method, whenever we are integrating the function f of x comma y with respect to x first. With respect to y first. So we have two limits given, y1 and y2, and we will take the function and integrate the function with respect to y first, and then we will integrate the function with respect to x first. The second method, where we reverse the integration, so we will be integrating the function with respect to x first, taking the limits x1 and x2, and then we will integrate with respect to y. So in either of the two ways we can perform the integration. So there are some types of the questions where we can perform the integration. So let's see what are the types. So the type 1, when both the limits for both variables x and y are given as constants. So whenever we have the limits, so you can see this is the example where function is xy, and the limits with respect to x are given 0 to 2, which are constant limits, 0 to 2, and the limits with respect to y are also given as 0 to 1, which are also constant limits. So in this case we will integrate the internal integral first, and then we will integrate the outer integral. So here internal integral is with respect to x, that is with dx. So first we will integrate with respect to x, and then we will integrate the outer integral, that is with respect to y. So this is the first type. So you can see the solution of this given question, where we are integrating the xy first with respect to x. So this is giving x square upon 2, where y will become the constant. Then we will apply the limits 0 to 2, and after that we will integrate the given function with respect to y. So we will integrate this function with respect to y, and then we will apply the limits. So this is the solution of the given question. This is 2. Now let's talk about type number 2, where limits for one variable is given as constants and other limits are given as in the form of variable. So in terms of other variable. So let's see the example. So the example here is being given, the function is x square plus y square, but now we can see that one limits are given from 0 to x. So these are not constant limits, so these are the variable limits in the variable x and the other limits are constant limits 0 to 1. So in this case we always integrate with respect to the variable whose variable limits are given, and then we will operate the integrate with respect to the variable whose constant limits are given. So obviously remember, first we have to integrate where the variable limits are given, and then we will have to integrate for the constant limits. So let's see an example here. X square plus y square is equal to is the function. The limits are given 0 to x, so these are the limits of y. Y is equal to 0 is the lower limit, and y is equal to x is the upper limit. And then the constant limits are given 0 and 1, which are the limits of x. So x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 1. So first we will integrate the with respect to y, for which the variable limits are given, and then we will integrate with respect to x, for which the constant limits are given. So you can see the solution first by integrating with respect to y, then applying the limits, and then integrating with respect to x, and by applying the limits we can find out the solution of the question. This is 1 upon 3. So this is the type 2. Now type 3, whenever instead of limits in the question, curves are given or boundaries are given. So let's see what type of equation this can be. For example, it is given, evaluate the double integral x plus y dy by dx under the region R, which is bounded by the curves. The curves are x is equal to 0, x is equal to 2, y is equal to x, and y is equal to x plus 2. So here we can see the curves are given. So just to solve this using equations of given curves, first we need to plot the curve and identify the region bounded within that boundaries. Then within bounded region, we'll apply either a horizontal or a vertical strip. So we have to follow this strip method. So there are two methods. We can apply either a horizontal strip or can apply a vertical strip. So we'll have to apply either of the two, either a horizontal strip or a vertical strip. And then using these strips, we will identify the limits for the variables, for the x and y variables. So if we have applied the horizontal limits, then also either we have applied the vertical limits, then also with the help of these strips, we will find out the limits of x and y variable. Now let's talk about first identification of limits using horizontal strip. So when we apply the horizontal strip, how we will be able to identify the limits? If a horizontal strip is applied, then limits for x variables will be obtained in terms of y. That means the limits of x will be variable limits, that is in terms of y, and limits for y will be the constant limit. So this is the type 2 method. So whenever we'll apply the so just remind it once again, if we are applying the horizontal strip, then the limits for x variable will be variable limits, that is in terms of y, and limits for y variable will be constant. So obviously with the method type 2, then we will integrate first with respect to x and then with respect to later with respect to y. Now limits for x variables in terms of y, limits for y variables as constants. So you can see this is an example where horizontal we have applied in horizontal strip. So the horizontal strip will be applied like this. We have applied the horizontal strip. The horizontal strip will move up and down in the y direction, will move up and down in the y direction. So we need to find out two limits, one up and down in the y direction, that will be the constant limits. So you can see this strip will start moving from this point and will move to this point, the lowest and the topmost point. And the variable limits for x will be getting from the left hand end of the strip and from the right end of the strip. So we will see it later in the example how we can evaluate the limits here. So let's solve this question with the horizontal strip. So you can see in this method, the same region has to be divided into two separate regions. You can see the two shaded regions. One is this shaded region, a triangle region, and other is this triangle shaded region. The reason of dividing this region into two parts is that whenever we'll move this horizontal strip from the bottommost to the topmost point, the strip lie on different curves. You can see if strip is moving in this position, then the strip will lie onto this and y is equal to x curve. But whenever the strip is here up, so it is lying on the curve y is equal to x plus 2 and x is equal to 2. So in this is the reason why we have to divide this into two separate regions. So that's it for the lecture. In the next lecture, we will continue with the same question and we'll try to solve this question with the horizontal as well as with the vertical strip. Thank you so much.